All right, I go on vacation for 1 week. 1 week, and Valve decides to drop the biggest CSGO update in years. The Galil and the FAMAS have been buffed. The Krieg has been nerfed. We got new maps, new skins, new stickers, a new operation, the first one in like 910 days apparently, and yes, new customizable player models. It's all so beautiful. There's just one teensy little problem. Those customizable player models have been wreaking havoc in competitive modes, and some major TOs have already banned them. All right guys, apologies for not getting to this massive CSGO update earlier, but as I said, I was literally on vacation in Disney World in fact. Shout out to you guys who found me in Disney World and decided to stop by and say hi. Anyways, by the time I came back, the Shattered Web update was in full effect, and CSGO went from the world's premier FPS to a predator simulator. Yes, obviously I'm talking about the customizable player models. And hey, they look great. I am very, very happy to have them in the game from an aesthetic perspective, but the problem is pretty obvious. Put a certain custom skin character against a certain background, and it makes them extremely difficult to see.
Hit. Might be barrels now.
This game! They need to fix it.
Just to be clear here, this feature has the potential of fundamentally changing how CSGO is played. If you know that a certain skin is going to be almost impossible to see in certain places, you're going to play differently when equipping that skin. All of a sudden, you might be positioning yourself in some weird as fuck corner that you would never play before, all because the SEAL Team 6 soldier guy blends into the flower pots under balcony.
Flash a little bit, flash a little bit. Bomb dead. Maybe a little bit.
A little bit clear. Grave clear. A little bit. What the fuck?
Look guys, I am 31 years old, okay? My eyesight is not nearly as sharp as some of these cracked out kids out there. I mean, I have trouble seeing a T model playing plat at B-side on Dust 2. So this is gonna be a problem for me. Now, aside from the color of the new player models, their actual build is different as well. Their hitbox is apparently the same, but this means if you choose a particular model, you might stick out from a corner that previously you wouldn't stick out from. If you pick that steampunk looking ass guy, maybe your quaff sticks out when you're crouching and you get headshotted because of it. Could happen. So you can see how these new models really do represent a potentially significant change in how a map of CSGO can be played. And obviously, tournament organizers out there have also taken notice. As of the recording of this video, ESEA, ESL, and ECS have all banned the custom player models. And that's all well and good for a lot of people, but some of us slobs still play matchmaking. And for us, Counter-Strike could become a bit of a different game. A game where even the most methodical corner-checking player can get caught off guard by some weirdo posted up against a wall that you can't discern from his character model.
I hate your face.
Did you say something? You're fucking weird.
Now, Valve has already pushed some lighting updates to some of the maps, and that will alleviate some of the problems we're talking about, but it's by no means a permanent solution. More camo spots are bound to be discovered, and simply constantly tweaking the lighting on every single map all the time doesn't seem like a viable or sustainable solution for Valve. So other than banning all these custom character models in every single competitive mode, which would defeat the purpose of them in the first place, what can be done? Well, the solution for competitive seems pretty simple, and a number of people have already pointed this out. We can simply have an optional command where enemy character models get switched back to their defaults. That way you and your team can still benefit from all the cool character models you've unlocked, but it won't negatively affect your competitive play. Make it a client-side command, as Elige and War Owl and others have already suggested, and call it a day. I expect Valve to implement something like this very soon. So if you're suffering, if you're one of the people getting one-tapped from the shadows like your enemy's Harry Potter wearing the fucking invisibility cloak, don't worry, I think help is on the way.
Well, let's see then. Put it on. Whoa! My body's gone!
Now, with that out of the way, this update delivered so much content. I mean, just the skins alone are beautiful. They're some of the best cases I've ever seen, especially the shattered web case in particular. Also good news for all you sick weirdos who use Galils, and for my FAMAS boys, because both guns have been buffed in the form of price decreases and increased accuracy in spraying. At the same time, the Krieg has been made more expensive again, ending months and months and months of very annoying dominance. Except for me, because I'm bad and I used it.
Nice.
In all seriousness though, it is interesting to see Valve continue this trend of forcing more gun diversity on the community. Is it a good thing? Maybe. You don't see a lot of pros liking it, but that's totally understandable. When your job is to play CS, when that puts food on your plate, you want to concentrate on playing the nuances of the game, improving your tactics, your team play, the little things. You don't want to have to go back to a gun you never clicked on in your life and learn how to use it suddenly because Valve decided it's now meta. At the same time, disruption can be a pretty fun thing from a spectator's point of view. It can allow certain players and certain teams who become early adopters of new metas to succeed. Although, let's be honest, it's going to take Astralis like 5 minutes to figure out how to use the FAMAS in a broken way.
Have confidence and go together to clear it. They have confidence to clear it, but in doing so, they leave themselves open to Device. Take back everything I said. He could have pulled the round. Oscar gets one, but he's now the last alive. And the shotgun in Dupree's hands. He knows exactly where he is. It's the AUG saved. That's so sick.
Regarding the new Operation Co-op missions or single-player challenges, while I insta-bought Shattered Web after my vacation, I haven't got a chance to try them yet, so I'm sure they're great. Same with the maps. And hey, how about those pearlescent skins?
Being pearlescent means a weapon's colour will deviate from how it was originally, moving across the colour spectrum. How much they do this by depends on the angle they're viewed from, and from how big their pearlescent value is, which is hidden somewhere inside CSGO's files.
Right. Well, anyways, all in all, I think this update is, in a word, disruptive. And disruptive, in my books, is a good thing, at least in moderation.
Dude, what's the deal with your this fucking Star Wars take that you
Yeah.
It's just so somber like all the time.
I'm very somber about Star Wars. I think the new trilogy is very bad. I think the last video is video. Yeah, I think Rogue One is good. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I think it's good. Yeah.
But I really like Force.
That's crazy. Force Awakens is fine.